So this is our Burp Suite professional, and let's understand some of the tools which are included in this Burp Suite. So first of all, the first tab that you can see is the dashboard, where you will find the different tasks which is ongoing in this pursuit and the event log. And whenever there is an error or anything related to the pursuit or any URL, that will be displayed over here. And this issue activity, so that will also coming over here. So that means some issues found, so there are some issues related to the particular URL domain or subdomain. So that will display over here. Okay, so the request response also will be coming. So sometimes this will be false positive also. So we cannot rely on this issues all the time, but for basic understanding, this will be helpful for us. Okay, then we can see this is the extender. So basically what this extender will do, if you want to add any additional tools, for example, here I have added collaborator everywhere. So this is a like the app, basically I can say Burp app store it is. So this, what it will do, the particular function, so it is an automation tool. So this is used for SSR vulnerability or bug hunting. So this collaborator everywhere, if you install this, this will automatically uh, add the payload, SSRF payload, and it will be used to find out the vulnerability wherever there is a vulnerability present in this any particular domain or subdomain. This will give the idea. So same way you can see here I have added this JS minor and this log for shell everywhere also. So whenever it is required, you can add this from this Burp app store. And also, if you don't want to use this particular tool, so you can remove it from this extension, and you can, like, for example, I don't want to use this collaborator everywhere, so I can simply unselect this one, or I can remove this from here. Okay, so that will uninstall, sir. But this is a usual, useful automation tool when we are hunting SSRF vulnerability. Okay, so that's it. That's all about this extender. Okay, so this option says this Java Python environment that we'll see whenever we are doing bug hunting. And now, next is the target. So in this target, the last tab you can see this issue definition. So here you will find the information about all the issues, all the bugs, all vulnerability, like OS command injection, SQL injection, or a like file path reversal, travel, traversal. All these issues, if you want to read, you can get it from here. And then in the sitemap, like whatever the URL or whatever the domain, subdomain that we have opened, okay, so that will display over this target sitemap. Okay, and for example, if I choose this mm, https app.fastmail.com, so you can see in this Firefox, I have already opened this fastmail.com. So that is why it is displayed over here. And all the requests, okay, all the requests will be displayed over this content. As you can see here, these are the two requests uh, um, available over here. And if we select the first one in the request, so this is a particular format, right? So this is a get request, and below you can see these are the headers, host header, cookie header, and the user agent, and these all are the headers. And after a particular space you will find the body of the particular request. Okay, similarly if you similarly in the response, okay, first request response here, so here you can see this is the first one, and then you can find the header after a particular line space. Here you can see a blank space. After that, you will find the this body of this particular response. Okay, so these are the two requests. And also, if there is an issue associated with this particular URL, it will display over here. So we have mentioned about the collaborator everywhere too, right? So if you use that one, so any SSRF vulnerability find it, then that will be displayed over here, and the detailed description will be available over here. Okay. Now one more advantage of using this is like suppose I want to use this particular, I'm doing bug hunting on this particular URL, and I want to avoid any other URL which are present over my browser. So what I will do, I will right click on this and I will add this particular URL to scope. Okay, so here it will ask for this, and I'll click on yes. So this will be in scope item. Okay, now here if I click on this filter setting will appear, and I will select this show only in scope item. Okay, so there are other filters also, but I am currently focusing only on this particular fast mail, right? So I hope I have selected this. I have chosen this Google, so I will remove this. So likewise, you can remove also. Okay, I'll add this fast mail to the scope, and then I'll go to this filter setting and I'll select this show only in scope items and I'll apply. So now you can see it will this particular target sitemap only show this in scope item. Now it will be easy for me to understand or to do the bug hunting, right? So all this will be there, and also right click you can do the passive scan or active scan this host. So if I do this, so it will scan for this particular URL. And one more thing that it will be now currently it will be focusing only on this particular URL. Suppose I want to go for other subdomains also. So what we can do, so we will start from the beginning. So I will remove this from the scope and re-enable it. And I'll go this and I'll disable this filter. So all the URL will appear over here. So we will see, we will take one another. So here you can see this is one of the domain, this bini.in. Okay. So I will turn on this proxy. Okay. And now that will also appear over here, right? I'll reload this. So here you can see I have loaded this particular domain, bini.in, and I'm turning on this proxy settings, and also you can see that when I reload this, it should appear over here. So the URL will be, yeah, you can see here. So this is the mini.in URL. So remaining other URL also will be added. So that will be some, some background program will be loading some third party. That depends on the particular website. Okay. So now, so this winnie.in will be our. I'm going to add this into my scope. So I have added this, and I'll give the filter show only in scope items. So now you can see only this particular domain will be available over here. So these are the requests, right? Uh, right. So you can see this is the request, and here clearly you can see the headers. All right. Now, if after adding this to in-scope item, so one thing we should remember whenever we try to open any subdomain of this particular domain, so what will happen? So that will not be added into this in-scope item. So for that, we need to add some additional setting. For example, if I try to open uh, some other or contact. So this will not be added in this particular one. So for that, you need to go for this scope. Under that, you can find this use advanced scope control. So here, by default, it is selected mini.in because we have added this particular URL to this in scope item. Now I'll select this advanced option and I will add this and the protocol any, and I'll choose this vini.in. Okay. So once after adding this, you can see, so all the subdomains will also start appearing over here. So now you can see sh.winnie.in, that is also added. Now whenever I add any other URL, right, any other subdomains or anything, that will also come, that will also appear over here, any kind of request. Okay, so that's all about target. If you don't want to use this advanced stroke control, you can unselect this one. Okay. So that's all about the dashboard and the target tools. Also, we have seen the extender also.